Fiesta Homes in Odessa. That's where we're partnering with Mad Trucking, Move In Next. But most importantly, this is the GM Diaries episode number 4, A Day in the Life of. And we're broadcasting this among all of our platforms, my personal Facebook, my Move In Next Facebook, this one, YouTube, LinkedIn, the whole 9 yards. So we want to make sure that you're getting this message. GM Diaries is a little bit different, right? It's about educating the client, and it's about letting you know all that we do here for you at Move In Next, partnering with Fiesta Homes at 6703 Andrews Highway. So I'm going to shoot this video in English, but I will come back and I'm shooting a lot of content in Spanish porque sí hablamos español. So si andas mirando esto y lo estoy diciendo en inglés, también hago videos en español, so no creen que no puedo hablar español, okay? All right, guys, so today I'm going to walk you through about how applications create opportunities for you guys, for the homeowners or potential homeowners, right? By the end, you'll understand the essential of manufactured homes financing, the lenders what the lenders use to access or, assess buyers, and how to confidently fill out the online application. So we encourage you, most importantly, to come in person at 6703 Andrews Highway. Meet with me, John Madrid. I have an amazing team behind us. Chris Galindo, Xochitl Garcia, Bella Garcia, Alexis Madrid. So all of us are here to serve you guys and walk you through the process of what it is to become a homeowner. We're not here to pressure you. We're here to guide you. Now, we will ask you for the business, so please don't be offended that we want to earn it, because when you're looking for a home, you have choices, and we want to be that choice. We have 7 factories here directly in one location. That way you're not wasting your time going to 8 different places to place A, B, and C. And it's not anything wrong with that. We don't get jealous or anything. But I do want to point out that we have 46 and a half years of in-house experience. Sorry, I said experiment. Okay, so either way, I just want to let you guys know that. We have 46 and a half years of experience under this roof that's actively here guiding clients to move in next, okay? You're not going to find that anywhere else. And you're also not going to find 7 factories in one lot. You're also not going to find 100 acres out west of town, 45 south of town. That's how set up we are. And you're not going to find 23 stock models ready to rock and roll with 17 more coming, okay? So again, guys, that's what it's all about. We're here to cover the land home packages, the financing we have, overcoming buying fears. You know what I mean? We all have a fear of making the wrong mistake, preparing you for the pre-qualification, and how our credit optimization sets you up for future success if we fall short. And we don't plan on falling short, but if either you buy now or you buy within 6 months or less, because we have a credit optimization course ready, set, ready to rock and roll. All right. So again, let's join us to unlock your homeownership potential, and call or text me directly at 432-201-1105. Okay. So as you look over here, or actually over here, you're going to see 2 logos that look pretty similar. That's our Move In Next logo, and that's our Fiesta Homes logo. And today we're talking about how applications create opportunities for homeowners like you, or homeowners, future homeowners like you're going to be, because we're here to help customers move in next. So I'm actually going to update the Fiesta Homes logo up here in the corner as we're talking, because we're really trying to highlight who we've chose to do, business with, who we've partnered with. We, having 22,000 followers, which we're really grateful for, wouldn't be able to choose who we partner with without your support. So make sure you do the right thing and support us in buying your home, because who else is educating you like we? And I said like we. Our goal is to help you to understand the basics of manufactured home financing. I'm actually going to do another video that's about land home financing that's got 4 different options available, but I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Now, we're going to teach you how lenders evaluate you as a potential buyer. And before you stress out and think that you're not able to do it, let us guide you in how we do it, okay? Learn how to confidently fill out our online application. It couldn't be easier. There's a QR code over there in the corner. Scan, click my name, John Madrid, or any of my sales staff here, Chris Galindo, Xochitl Garcia, Bella Garcia. But either way, we're all here to help you. Understand land home packaging financing. Learn how to overcome buying fears. They're perfectly normal. and learn how to prepare for a pre-qualification. And we're also going to help you understand how our credit optimization creates future approvals. And we're not talking about years down the road, 90 to 180 days max. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for following along. And if you have any questions while we're here, please make sure that you leave a comment in the comment section, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share all of the platforms that you're watching on. Okay. So first and foremost, applications are not pressure. Applications create exactly what you guys are looking for: options, answers, strategy, and direction. Okay. Now, the most common fears are being rejected, being embarrassed, like of your credit, thinking that these credit checks are going to hurt your score. They're not. This is the one product that the banks actually encourage you to go ahead and multiple apply at different lenders. Now, don't mistake that with me saying go to different locations. Now, if you feel the need to shop at different locations, I completely understand. But make sure that you include us in that rotation, because I promise you, no one, and I'm being very honest about that, will live up to the par and the standard that we set. And then lastly, one of the most common fears is hearing no. Now, we're prepared for every scenario. So regardless of where it is that you fit in, we're going to make it happen, okay? Because that's why we even have our credit optimization course, which I want to point out a little bit later in this presentation. Okay, so just because not yet does not mean never. So if for some reason, let's say you take the plunge, you come visit us, or you fill out the application online, and the 5 top lenders in the nation all turn you down, which is rare, okay? That just means that that's where we bust out with our credit optimization course, which we have 100% refund on. Okay. Down payment planning. In other words, maybe you didn't have all the down we needed anyways. We started a payment plan on that. Debt reduction. Okay. So when we do the credit optimization, they're going to tell us the reasons why you were turned down. And we're going to make you a customized plan to not only fix your credit and boost it, plan you for the down payment, help reduce your debts, go ahead and explore the option of a cosigner or a buy for, and then most importantly, get you that land home program that you're really interested in, or a chattel one where you go into one of the communities that we decide to do business with, your private land, or we find you some land to lease, okay? Because those are great options as well. And we want to make you, most importantly, become more powerful. The more educated you are in this industry, the better decisions you're going to make. And we're going to guide you to that. Okay. So here we're going to discuss what lenders look for. They look at 4 different categories: income, credit, debt to income ratio, and down payment. So in income, they're looking for stability, right? They're looking to see how long you've been at your job and just verifying your ability to repay with your payment, with your income, right? Because they have a certain formula on how they calculate that. That's the reason we ask them for the maximum amount with the minimum down payment to really zero that in. Now, of course, they got to look at your credit. They look at your payment history to see if you have any collections or late pays, and to see if your score is on the trend up or down, okay? Again, that's not just to discourage you. It's saying, let's pull the trigger and get you approved, like it says on that top right-hand side right there. All right. Then they also look at debt to income ratio. They look at your existing bills. Now, not your cable bill or your car insurance, but they're going to look at car payments, credit cards, if you have furniture out on payments. And they just want to make sure that you can afford an additional payment. That's the reason that if you're even in the market for a house right now, buy a house first. Do not buy anything else before you buy the home, because those other products, they're not going to verify your income like a house. And the last thing we want you to do is to go take something out like a new car, a new truck on credit, and then have to get a smaller home when you could have bought the truck after and not had to have sacrificed your home at all. Now, down payment, your cash available. So as much cash as you have available, that's great. Again, because we're shooting for that maximum amount with the minimum down, we don't want to take all of your money. So please don't think that. We just want to know the facts so we can present the case to the bank the best way. Okay. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, man, I don't have any down payment and I don't have any way of coming up with it. Do you own your land? Because if you do, you can do land equity. That means you put your money into the land, so we can invest that land equity and put it as a down payment if you don't have the cash. I always recommend put the down payment first in cash if it's reasonable and doable. If not, use your land equity as a backup, or maybe you're living in an old mobile home that we could use as a trade-in, or we can find you a buyer because we're brokers. And then tax returns, guys. You got 4 avenues to come up with down: cash, land equity, trade-ins, and tax returns. So really we're eliminating all or any excuse that you could possibly have to not have a down payment. Okay. So what buyer are you? We're trying to figure out, are you a strong buyer, somebody who has stable income, good credit, and your down payment's ready? If you're that person, call me 432-201-1105. We got the top 5 lenders in the nation with the best rates, the best term, the best everything for buyers like you. Okay. Are you credit challenged? And if you are, we aren't judging you. Again, we have the top 5 lenders that go as low as 550 credit and higher. Okay. And if you're not at 550, then come in, apply, let's get turned down. So they give us the roadmap on how to fix it. We'll fix it here in house and help guide you through the process and ensure that by 6 months or less, you're already living in a new home. Okay. Are you a land home package buyer? Do you want a home and land? Well, we have Fiesta Acres and we have Fiesta Town. Fiesta Town's all out west of town. Fiesta Acres is all south of town. We got 100 acres out west, 45 out south, 23 stock models ready to put them in either one or to yours. All right. In land home packages, there's also a land in lieu, which goes back to the previous slide where we're talking about land equity, but it still falls as a land home package. And right there, it says landowner. Already own your land, you want your home delivered, or utilize that land equity advantage, we got you covered on every single aspect. Okay. All right. So now, pre qualifying questions. Be prepared to answer these because the better answers that you give us, the better chance you have of moving in next, right? So, number one, we want to know, are you currently renting? Do you own? If so, how much is your payment? How many bedrooms and bathrooms do you like or do you need? How many do you have now? What's the name of your kids? Things like that. We want to really get to know you because it's the most important decision you're ever going to make. And we want you to choose us. Do you have land? Okay. Do you need land? Either way, we have you covered. What are you currently paying? I kind of asked that earlier, but what's your monthly payment now? And we want to make your payment as low as possible. What are you comfortable going up to if we get you and when we get you the perfect house? Up to what amount are you comfortable with? I just said that part. How long have you been at your current job? It doesn't matter if you've been there one day or 27 years, but we need to know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean it like it doesn't matter. And we're not asking you these questions to be interrogating you. We just, we want to be your friend. We want to know everything there is about you like a lawyer would. I kind of use that a lot. I'm like, dude, this is a confidential conversation. Nobody else is going to know what we're talking about, but I need to know where all the skeletons are, where all the dead bodies are. And that way I can help avoid those pitfalls or guide you through the river. Make sense? All right. And have you applied anywhere else? And if you have, that's great because if you decide to do business with us, we can transfer that approval over. Okay. And then what do you think more or less your credit looks like? Not using Credit Karma or anything, but most of your credit cards, you'll have access to like a FICO or something like that. Those are a lot more, accurate than Credit Karma is. Okay. And then how much money do you have set aside for your down payment? Again, we're not trying to steal your money. We're not trying to take it away. We're trying to prepare you with the questions that the banks want to know. So we want to know those answers. So definitely be prepared to answer those questions and answer them thoroughly. Okay. Now, most important thing, what makes us different? Of course, I have to start off with the inventory. I was so stoked and excited about it. If you guys have been following me for a while, you can see how light up my face is. I'm glad to be back in a retail dealership. I'm glad to have an amazing team behind me that's motivated. I'm glad to have an awesome executive. I'm glad to have my daughter in here doing social media management. Notice how many people I just brought up that's here to serve you. I'm glad we have 5 acres of inventory, 24 stock models. It's only 23 because it just left today. And we have the largest double wide selection in West Texas. You're not going to find more product than you're going to find here. So why even bother? all of the families that we're going to help out here, okay? I want to make sure that you guys know that we're passionate for you. Nobody's going to do the kind of job that we do. Nobody has more land than we do. Nobody has more houses than we do. Nobody has the under the one roof experience. You might find one good dude out there that's got 20 years experience, but he's the only one. We got 2.5 times that. That means we're 2.5 times better prepared to help you and your family move in next. So again, I hope that this mic didn't cut out while I did it, because I noticed I was really into it, talking about it, and I might have muted it. But most importantly, I think the message that we meant to make happen today, and we want to help you and your family move in next.